Now for this call, I will focus on, I think, what is universally true. I'm taking the liberty of assuming that everyone has felt lonely in their lives, and that this experience of loneliness, I think it can be incredibly enriching, but it can also be quite painful, right? So today's EFT session is on this dichotomy between togetherness and separation, navigating this dichotomy. I think this question becomes all the more important if you've had a difficult childhood, and as a result, and I know that that's the case for many people, you develop this kind of survival reflex of going towards isolation and being alone in order to avoid the difficulty of connection. And I think that's the case for many people. And so this call on love, even though love has 10 billion facets, will be focused on this dichotomy. Now, before we start tapping, I would like you to just take a few deep breaths. And if you want, just close your eyes just for 1 second and just connect with your body. Receive a deep breath in and out. Now, with regard to loneliness, the words I've chosen are really to go in case you feel some despair around the sense, around the feeling of loneliness, right? So I think, and that's really my approach that I also use in my healing practice, I don't think there's any value in keeping things nice and superficial. If there's despair, if there's anger, if there's sadness, one really has to meet it. So what we do in EFT is we really ride the wave. We really first go to the so-called negative, to the painful aspects of whatever might be going on in your life. And afterwards, we add a positive round. So you don't have to worry. We're not tapping in negative affirmations. I know that's a question that often comes. After the so-called negative comes the positive round. We start with the negative because it's really about, if you want, disinfecting the wound. Okay, so for newcomers, please tap on the side of the hand, and it doesn't matter if it's the left hand or the right hand. You find your little finger, there's a small bone, and it's just below the little bone. So please tap on the side of the hand and repeat with me. So this is about healing loneliness. Even though at times I feel lonely, I choose to honor my feelings. Even though at times I'm not sure what to do with this loneliness, I choose to relax in this moment. Even though at times I feel despair about the situation, because I just don't know how to solve it, I choose to accept my feelings and where I am. Okay. Tapping between the eyebrows. Love and loneliness. It's on the side of the eye. It feels so painful to be separate. Under the eye. It feels so painful to be alone. It can feel like years of loneliness. And doubt. Clavicle, so it's here on the clavicle. Sometimes I really struggle. On the head. At times it feels painful in my body. Sometimes it feels painful in my heart. And I can feel disconnected from others. under the eyes. But it's the only way I learned to feel safe. Under the nose. Sometimes I don't know what to do with this human species. Sometimes I feel like an alien on Earth. Clavicle. Because no one else seems to feel this way. On the head. Everyone else seems to have figured it out. Between the eyebrows. I must be strange. Next to the eyes. I must be different. Under the eyes. I must be wrong. Under the nose. In a very unique way. Under the mouth. I must be different. I just hope no one finds out. On the head. In my loneliness, I seek safety. In my loneliness, I seek refuge. But maybe I'm not so different after all. Maybe I'm actually like everyone else. Because feeling separate, feeling different, hurts absolutely everyone. Perhaps it is the world's best kept secret that on some level, everyone feels alone. At least at times. I choose to feel normal. I choose to feel part of humanity. I am just like you. You are just like me. Maybe we're not so different after all. All this disappointment, all this pain, all this sadness. I choose to release it now. I am open for change. Okay. Take a deep breath in and breathe out.